Welcome to the big house, Michigan Stadium. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Clemson Tigers and the Michigan Wolverines. Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
When you talk about iconic stadiums in college football, the Big House has to be at the top of your list. One of the most unique stadiums. It is nestled down in the ground. It is loud. It is fun. Ann Arbor has one of the finest stadiums in college sports. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Gonna run it. It's Marshall. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Got a little space. There he goes. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Wide receiver going in motion. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. They want a little extra time to think over this third and long as we've got a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Another incompletion on third down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Michigan offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Yeah, I just feel watching this offense, they need a big play. They need their confidence to get going, get the mojo going, considering they really struggled their last time out. They just don't seem to have figured it out quite yet here in the first quarter.
So now it's second and long. The run inside. It's Marshall. Got enough for the first. Got a little grass. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. You count up those explosive plays in the game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
This defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long.
Switch it down. Ready.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here's Underwood to throw. Got it. Plows through the defense. Makes a grab and room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Marches ahead. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Wolverines.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Now, guys, when you're talking about Clemson, they've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is now, can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45 a lot of times. So many people close together, so earn that ranking and try to keep climbing.
Maybe a crease. He's at the 40, the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Clemson.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Running inside. It's Marshall. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
Ready, ready. Blue 22.
Underwood. They're working that left side. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Fourth down, Underwood. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Backed up now, here's second and long.
Ready. Red 18. Kill.
The run inside. It's Marshall. Here's a little room there. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They've got a first down here to open the period. Throwing, Underwood. Got a man, it's Hansen. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last 4th down.
They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Motion from the wideout. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Finds his big tight end. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Breaks the tackle, and they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
It's always fun to watch offensive creativity in the red zone. Like, how are you going to get some space for your guy? They try the toss, get him out wide, maybe get him some space. The defense was ready. Nice job falling forward, getting at least a little bit on the play.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. He'll take it himself. Stopped short of the 1st down marker, and now they might have to settle for the field goal and maybe tie the game going into the half. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. He splits the uprights. And with the field goal, we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. At the end of that play, whistle's blowing as they check on an injured Tiger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. To the air on 1st down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. He's going to have to strike this ball well in the face of this howling wind. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. The Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Man, you gotta love the safety's eyes on that play. He didn't get lost. He didn't get enamored with everything that was going on in front of him, playing pass down the field. He locked eyes on that running back, saw the screen develop, comes upfield, makes the play, makes the sound tackle.
Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Running inside. It's Marshall. Makes it past the marker. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Inside the big house, they have those big condominiums down there on the field paving the way for the running backs.
Big, huge condominiums, and every year it's a little bit different of how they wear their uniforms and how they fit their uniforms, but the style, always the same. Line up, hit you right in the mouth. That's who Michigan is.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. He spins that thing down the middle. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And this offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yak, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense because it's just boom or bust. There's not a lot of consistency. They got to put some first downs together, put some drives together, be more consistent.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll move the tight end. Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. Right on the money. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
Ready. Blue 22. Blue 22.
Here's Underwood to throw. Pulls it in. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Wolverines with the 1st and 10.
Hey, kill it, kill it. 9:49, rock star. 9:49. Here we go. Ready.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. It's complete to the right. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. The offense changing the play. Underwood. It's complete. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
And the Wolverines trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Clemson calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Will they be able to get that 1 more yard and stick it in here on 3rd down? Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Wolverines!
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a 1-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the snap, it's Johnson. Picks up the 1st down. Turning it on at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Clemson. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of a defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We begin our coverage with Alabama, taking on the number 7 team, the Arkansas Razorbacks. And it's the Crimson Tide with a complete demolition of the defense. They went over 70 points today. Safe to say the offensive coordinator could be in line for some head coaching jobs after a showing like this. They win their second straight game and talk about doing it in style. That margin of victory is a head-turner. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He stopped a little bit short. They'll mark it at the 38. It's 4th down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense under...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Direct snap. It's Johnson. Might have a chance. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. In their own territory, but completely undaunted as they go for it and make it on 4th down.
Man, it's crazy. I don't even think you have a second thought anymore. Even in your own side of the field, like, what, I'm going to have bad field position? Nah, I don't really care. We're going to go for it. We're going to play the numbers. We're going to be aggressive.
Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They might want to find a way to put it in drive and go forward. It's 3rd and 16. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Unloads to the right. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds space on the right. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Johnson. Got enough space. Touchdown, Tigers. With that, they grab the lead here in the 2nd half. His huge game continues. 3rd time he's gotten pay dirt in this one, and numbers 11, 12, and 13 on the season. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Now they'll try to answer that opening scoring drive here in the 2nd half. Oh, better look out! Got enough for the 1st. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
You see so many offenses these days just throw swing routes to the running back. That's the extension of the run game. Well, that's the play that's the extension of. It's the toss. And when he gets outside, watch out. He can dial up home runs.
This offense is starting to believe, and as they generate yards and points, they're bringing momentum with them. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
He turns that loose down the right side. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. The Wolverines want to crank the tempo.
Kill. 886 bouncer. 886 bouncer.
Throwing, Underwood. Snagged out of the air. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
A nice job by the quarterback there, working through his progressions. Nothing open down the field, so he checks it down to his drag route coming from the slot receiver. They get the completion.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Kill.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. Quick completion on the out. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. This quarterback part of their running game. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. Underwood to throw for it on fourth. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Using his feet. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. Past the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
Ready. Move.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Go.
Here's Underwood to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Spits it out to the back. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Motion from the wide receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Finds a man on the right.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Davidson. Got enough for the first. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
Wide receiver comes in motion. There's some room. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
On the direct snap, it's Johnson. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns. A 21-point cushion in the 4th. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Underwood. Right down the middle. Hits the open man. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Wolverines want to move quickly. Give to the back. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Underwood.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the 4th quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
Now inside 4 minutes to go here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Unloads to the wideout, and they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
4th down, Underwood. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's fourth down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. So thanks to the defense, they take over, big lead in hand, and an opportunity to run this clock out if they so choose. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And that's why a lot of kids want to play for this coach, because they know that when they get into games, even if it's late, coach is going to let them go play ball, go have fun, take shots and try to come up with big plays. This offense right now, man, they're just having fun.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Release to the back. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter, so you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And you still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Throwing, Underwood. Zings it complete to the right. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Out of the gun to give to the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Wolverines headed quickly to the line.
They run it, they get the 1st down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. They'll run it from the gun. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Wide receiver going in motion. Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Tigers! How about this defense taking one back to the house? The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Dumps it to the back. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on fourth. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned.
I think after failing on the fourth down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. This time it's complete, and he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man, and it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today, and this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
Looking to throw for it. Fakes to grab. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. He's looking to throw. Trying to find the end zone. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss.